guests, it is with great pleasure I welcome you to the League of Lamp Championship Press Conference to commemorate the 2015 season of our league. Before we begin, Avery and Grace will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If you all please rise.
Stand up. Matt, take your hat off.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Matt, you have to lead us to the national anthem.
Thank you. Alright, so to begin, I would like to speak to our competitors directly. More accurately, I'd like to call them out. What the hell is going on? Does nobody want to win this thing anymore? Where's that spark, that competitive edge, that drive that this league is known for? Division A is the worst offender of all. One lame post on the message boards and no trades. What's going on? Not to mention, the last 2 years, the title was won by a non-Lampman. It was an in-law. We didn't even have Lampman blood in the championship either
Last year was
year.
collusion trades.
I refuse to
Pat didn't even have to use collusion this year to get in the playoffs.
And the only
No
post,
trades.
and the only post was against
What's going
me.
on? All right, get your calculators out because I'm going to school you with some numbers now. Of the 24 teams in our league, 15 finished with 7-6 or 6-7 record. 15. That's more than half the teams that were just average. If you count the ones that finished worse, you have 80% of the league. 80% of you were just mediocre or worse.
Probably NFL season.
So we had an off year, but that's okay. Because I know deep down in your balls and lady parts, you have that competitive edge, and you are ready to take the title for yourself next year. This league doesn't stand for half-hearted mediocre play. This doesn't stand for half-hearted mediocre play, and I know we won't stand for it. So it's time to be great again. It's time to make the League of Lamp great again. It's time to make America great again. Go 2016.
Go Trump!
As we celebrate the hard-fought victories of our two champions today, let us also rekindle that competitive fire in each one of us. I know what we're going to do best, the good old-fashioned roast of the League of Lamp 2015 season. And of course, no roast will be complete without a final toast to our champions. So we will begin, starting with Division B. Our first team, heavy metal team, couldn't be here today because I think he pulled daddy duty and is wiping boogers off the house. So he had the first overall draft pick this year. The whole NFL talent pool that is taking. He's got the season in the palm of his hands. Who remembers who he chose?
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck. Fun fact, that was the last time he had luck on his side all season. After an 0-4 start, he should have changed his team name to Ain't Got No Luck. Truth be told, he may not have had the worst team in the league, but he blew it in the consolation bracket against Mary and didn't seal the deal against Walter. So he pulled in last place with Scott with heavy metal team. Next up is Walter's super team. Where's Walter? Is he in here?
He's over here.
There he is. Must be nice not to be in last place, right? I see this season you went back to your championship strategy of no moves on the waiver wire and trades. Not the same result this time. Something happened? Did you get like a new hobby or a girlfriend? I mean, you were number one and then you were number two, and now battling for last. Come on, man. So that's all right. You had 2 good seasons. You can't really be upset about that. So for that, we're going to give you a thumbs up.
Come on, get you the phone.
God's Dynamite team. Did I turn it off when I hit?
You can plug it in.
Too many chords back here. God's Dynamite team. I'm going to shout this one because I'm that angry about it. Can you please, one of these times, beat my dad? Every time they bring up the league, I got to hear, oh, I beat her all 3 times this year. What happened? Last place place last
We
year.
have the same record.
10th place this year. Where's that spark? You're God's Dynamite team, but you're playing like wet matches out there.
I climbed 2 spots this year.
Get it together, and play like a champion that we know you are. Now come up here and collect your thumbs up like the rest of the losers. Next we have Shake and Bake. You were part of the only trade in the whole League of Blank this year. Do you remember the trade?
Brian?
I swear to God.
You too.
She traded Victor Cruz to Kyle for Michael Floyd, top receiver. She pawned off an injured reserve player to the youngest player of her league. She trade raped the poor kid. How would you feel if someone trade raped one of your girls? Joke's on you though, because he made the playoffs. And for that, Kyle gets an air 5 and a high 5. And you get 9th place. Congratulations. Next up is Butler Brewers. Welcome to the losers bracket. Finally understanding what a stressful season looks like. Now take your trophy and let's move on before you talk about it.
3 times I beat her, that's all I
Who got more points?
All right, next up is the Queen of Queens. She couldn't make it today because Justin's still trying to explain why after she won her 3 postseason games, she's still only in 7th place. It's called the losers bracket. Tomorrow after she gets this video, she's gonna text me. She's gonna be, ha, press conference was funny, but Justin really doesn't help me with my team. I get that text message every day. Either way, she's still the winners of the losers this year, so thumbs up to Mary. Clueless Cricket. We go from the winner of the losers to the loser of the winners. You're going to either have to change your team name to Maybe I Know What I'm Doing Cricket, or you're going to have to launch an investigation into who's running your team. Because after an 11th place finish, you got 2 years in a row in the playoffs now. That's pretty impressive, so for that, we'll give you a thumbs up.
Gotta get your picture for
Ryan's Rhinos. Where's Ryan? The defending champion. What a roller coaster season you had. 3-game win streak, 5-game losing streak, 4-game winning streak. Haven't seen streaks that crazy since Uncle Bill Last Dance to Shout. Oh, just get relaxed. You may have gotten steamrolled by Kyle's Klansman in the first round, but hey, at least you made it there. So for you, you get a thumbs up.
Congrats, got your turn for the picture.
I mean, the school newspaper.
Next up is Kyle's clan. 2 years with the league, 2 years in the playoffs. Making us all look bad, man. But enjoy it while you can, because soon responsibilities and jobs and relationships and all that other fun stuff is going to take up your time instead of fantasy football, sports, and video games. But don't worry, they make alcohol for that, so. But in the meantime, your 4th place finish gets you a thumbs up. Hub City Knights. Look who cares about fantasy football all of a sudden. It's more fun when you win, isn't it? It sucks when you see your team below the #1 seed though in the playoffs. Just because you have Beckham on the team doesn't have to mean you have to melt down like Beckham. You managed to dust yourself off though and get the 3rd place win, so for that, you'll get a thumbs up. And your money back.
He's a perennial 3rd place.
Exactly. We have that box.
All right, that leaves us with 2. Missy's Minecrafters. Second place.
No, don't.
Celebrate a win of a lifetime just to have it stripped away. On a technicality. Steve Harvey himself couldn't have played this one any better. Hell of a run, hell of a season, but unfortunately in the League of Lamp, second place finisher is just the first place loser. After that, you just get a thumbs up. In a smaller envelope of cash.
Even Will Casey, I don't know if we won the championship.
Says I got
I took it away from her. I was a winner for 2 days and then they changed it.
Yes, so now
Then
we're
all
on
of
to
a
the
sudden I was the
champion. And for those
loser.
who don't know the story, I'll tell it to you. It came down to one fateful night. The game, the Boulevard Bowl. The winner, the League of Lamp champion. The loser, just a loser. The score, 121.71 to 121.10. Minecrafters. A man goes to bed defeated, thinking he just blew the biggest game of his life to his sister. Where's Brian? How'd you find out? How'd you find out the news?
I told him.
She told you?
Because Aunt Dot told me.
So,
And she launched an investigation.
so after a stat correction a few days later, the score became 121.80 to 121.51 bench warmers. Yep. Doesn't matter how you win, it's a win, right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the 2015 League of Lamp Division B World Champion, Brian Benchwarmer.
Gotta get your photo here, gotta turn for your, with your princess on.
As Uncle Bill says, if you
I think
ain't
Steve
cheating,
won.
you
Turn
cheat.
around. You can't win the
Matthew
Yay.
picks the
Best part.
players, that's why.
All right, now we'll allow the champion to come up and address his
constituents.
Well, I didn't really prepare too much, and the crowd's a little overwhelming. It's intimidating, actually. I'm not really good at public speaking.
I would have been okay.
I just want to thank Uncle Jim, Aunt Elaine, and James and the family for putting it together. I want to thank everybody else in my division for taking those losses graciously.
Thank God.
Oh yeah, you say that.
My dad thanks Ben Roethlisberger for the extra points.
And my wife and the kids for putting up with this fantasy nonsense, which it's stressful enough when the Giants lose, but when my fantasy team also loses, and I have to play psychologist to somebody over here because we lost both. When we went to bed that night, our fantasy team was defeated. I needed a psychologist that night. A couple days later, we found out that there was the stat correction and we won. You had to see the joy that happened with this young boy right here. So,
Gary Barnes?
it was quite a year. Every year, every week, Matthew was checking to see who was available, who was the good fantasy producer that week, which, kind of led us to like 32 waiver wire moves or something like that. Everybody's, Dad, this guy's good. We got to pick him up. By the jersey he's got on, Gary Barnage, who probably none of you even know who he was. The season started maybe about 3 weeks in. We have a Gary Barnage fan club, complete with autographed Gary Barnage pictures. I'm told there may be a Giants-Cleveland road trip next year out to Cleveland. So, the fantasy thing has definitely been kind of fun for us, stressful at times, but we're glad we pulled it out. Thank you. Matthew has, I think, kind of assumed an assistant manager role
So
for
you're
this
splitting the money
team.
with him?
So we're gonna have to split the money with him, and he's gonna next year take over 50% of the team. So I don't know if it'll still be the Brian's bench warmers, but it is gonna be. All right, so we'll see. Grace, you have something?
And what time did you want to sell the team?
Are you moving to LA?
Matthew, I'll give you 75% of my team.
Well,
Doing all the money.
we're not moving to LA, but we will be moving our headquarters down the hall to Matthew's room. He's a little bit closer to the router, and internet speed's a little quicker.
Well, now that you want me to go on
He
vacation.
would probably on average refresh my phone about 3,000 times during any given Sunday, so he definitely hits a refresh record.
Great job.
No further questions?
Grace would like me to point out real quick that we temporarily changed our name during, what was it, the playoffs? During the finals, we temporarily changed our name to the Minecrafters Stink, but then quickly changed it back for out of respect for good sportsmanship. I sometimes try to teach my kids.
That leads us to Division A. Props are all ready. Right? No? So we're going to start off Division B with a little trivia.
Yes, I am great at
Can anybody name the #1 player for overall points this season in fantasy football in relation to our league?
I can.
Who?
Cam Newton.
He is exactly right, Cam Newton. And I have a follow-up question. Do we know who drafted Cam Newton in our league? In the last round, mind you. In Division A.
Last round?
He was chosen last round, 7th player from the end.
Wow.
I know who it is.
You.
Bacon Bits.
I don't draft my players. You're the last one available.
And how did it turn out for you? How did it work out with Cam Newton?
Hey,
Who's Bacon?
I believe he's trying to say he dropped him 2 days after the draft to pick up a no-name wide receiver.
Who'd you pick
Oh,
up?
you had a great
I don't know. I dropped them.
I don't even remember. It was not even that important of a name.
I stuck with my
2 days after the draft, he dropped the #1 player in
Is that
fantasy.
why you say
That was a good omen for his season. Now I have a message for you, Brian. Black quarterbacks matter. Now it's time to face the music and receive your punishment for finishing in last.
You were
Please come forward. Please come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in league history, we are issuing the lamp turd of shame. This gem shall be worn by all last place finishers in both divisions as a constant reminder of their failure.
You gotta wear that next week. I don't know what
Please sit down quietly in shame. Scott's lucky he has a year.
Joe,
I'm not wearing it. There's chain phone.
Wait, we're not using our phones.
Is this Venus and Buffalo?
Can I wear this? Okay.
Our next place finisher was Venus and Buffalo, right over here. Congratulations. 6 straight wins, 6 straight losses to finish the season. It was real inspired work you had there. Not even married yet, and you're officially turning into a dud. I see you went with a jersey today instead of tucked in polos. At least you beat Donahue, so you don't have to wear the turd around your neck. Something happened when you get thumbs up.
That's what you get. You gotta get your photo.
Next up, we have Deep Thought. For the first time, he got to maintain control of the team he drafted this year. Don't worry, Marcus Mariota had a rough rookie season too. Next year, just try and play a little more like Winston. Pin down your competition and take them for granted. Have your way with them. All that matters is you beat your brother in the postseason. And for that, you get a thumbs up.
You know I beat my sister 3 times?
Next up, we had Charm City Hood Rats. He had a pretty long season too. He managed to pull off some back-to-back wins against Coyle at the end of the season. This must have him feeling pretty good about next year because he already invited us to Florida for a party the first weekend of the playoffs. Unfortunately for him, this year all 9th place gets him is a thumbs up. So today.
Second on the head is his drafter. 4 times.
Next up is Toronto Tweakers. This season he had more Cowboys go down on him than Candace Crawford, which is Tony Romo's wife. Des Bryant week 1, Romo week 2. Lucky for him, the League of Lamp completed like the NFC East this season. At the end of it all, he managed 8th place, which, yeah, alright. He wanted to be here today, but he actually had to go for a last-minute fitting for his Flower Girl dress for next weekend. So we'll have to ship that one to him for next weekend. Next up, we have I Love Peyton, this year's champion of the losers.
Yeah, I was almost there.
You might not have made the playoffs, but you and the Broncos do have something in common. Peyton Manning won't be an anchor around your neck next season. Addition by subtraction, right? Math joke for you? For that, we'll give you a thumbs up.
I was
Yeah.
You still have pizza next year.
Hey, just so you know, I drafted him on a 1-day contract the last
Oh, wait,
game of
hold
the
on, hold on,
season,
one more.
so he finished the bench warmer. After I dropped him.
Next up, we have E Street Nation. My question for you is, how come Kyle's able to figure this stuff out, but you're having such a hard time with it? Maybe you can give each other lessons. You can teach him how to shave. He can teach you what a winning lineup looks like. Let's just hope you make the playoffs next year, too, so the 3rd time might be a charm, right? But now you have to settle for just a thumbs up. Game time. Rich. Finally chopped his... Finally butchered the joke. Finally popped your cherry this year. You got into the playoffs. Unfortunately, your team played more like the Redskins in the playoffs than anybody else, but you take what you can get, right? At least you beat Mark in the consolation game. Getting into the playoffs is half the battle, so for that, we'll give you a thumbs up.
You want that?
Already given.
Daddy won 1st place.
Even he's not lying.
That's just a participation trophy.
All right, next up in 4th place we have Mr. Lampman. Mr. Lampman couldn't be with us today because he's still home washing the sheets from shitting the bed so bad.
Sissy!
He was projected to win the league and number 2 into the playoffs. Maybe a more appropriate team for him next year would be Mr. Manziel. I guess the asterisk-free win will have to wait another season. You're gonna come up and claim for Pat? We'll get
And we did not trade this year.
Nope.
That's why it's 4th place. Thank you.
Congrats.
Mo Manning's Mo Problems.
Just having a party at my house.
What's in a name? Apparently 3rd place. Whether it's my old man or my own team, we can't seem to get our acts together and avoid being the turd and third. But here's to another crappy season of fantasy football from yours truly. All right. 2nd place.
I'm not that old. And I beat my sister 3 times.
2nd place, the king of beers. He's doing his best to creep his way to the top of the league. This year he pulled the I have to work and showed up last minute to the draft. He's just playing mind games, people. It's mind games. But whatever method he's using, it's working. And for second place, he'll get a thumbs up. Should we save it for the wedding next week, or should we?
Why don't you look at Justin's trophy?
What?
Bring your necklace up too.
Come
Yeah.
on. I gotta put my...
Yeah. Oh, he took it off. We gotta come up with
Suspension! Suspend him!
You gotta get it.
Somebody's getting the 8th place pick next year. Here, here's his envelope too.
Take that.
I'll take that.
Pass that one over there.
No. Screw him. He's in New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, this leaves but one left. First it was New Milford, next it was the League of Lamp, but slowly the Charles Lampman family has taken over. We almost saw the first ever and extremely rare couple sweep of the league divisions.
No clue.
Too bad his other half couldn't lock it down in Division B. I just want to know what the hell's in the water in West Milford. 2 champions, man. And be honest, did Grace and Matthew run all your teams?
New Milford?
Yeah, New Milford.
That's what I said.
Same thing.
No.
Same thing.
It says New Milford up here. This says New, this says West. All right, after all that, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the 2015 League of Lamp Division A World Champion, Ground and Pound.
Tuck it in.
Only because we had a kid that
Daddy
gave
gets
home.
the trophy.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Sorry, not Steve Harvey. You really get that.
All right. At this time, we'll let him address his constituents and answer any questions you may have. I'll leave this here for you. Right up.
Careful with the child. Watch your nose.
Just gave the referee a drop the trophy.
Can I read a speech in there?
Then the child.
Let me just put on my Super Bowl ring. And if I don't hear you, my ring's too loud. First off, wanna say anything first? Alright. It's been a great year. Of course, winning the championship. Also, Aubrey took over my team this year. Right?
Even she doesn't get it.
I really don't have anything to say, but we won.
That's all there is to say.
That's it.
Any questions?
Any questions? Go
How
ahead.
does it feel to be the first transgender?
It feels great.
It feels great. Should we call you Kate?
Are you going to Disney World? Maybe. And officially, I'm Kevin. Not K2 anymore. Kevin. And Kevin Zach.
Kevin called himself Zach.
Alright, yeah, there's more. I'll help you out here since you're here.
But Kevin, you want me to hold it while you you have to look at
Gotta
them?
plug it in again.
Yeah, why don't you get Kevin?
It's a refill.
Go grab it.
Alright, I'll let him do it. It's his moment.
I mean, there's more?
It's really loud.
You get a rat.
Just takes...
Put your friend
He's been very busy.
I don't know,
Guess Aubrey made that
she did.
sweatshop.
I guess we'll start, last place, Brian Donahue. Your prize.
No, don't tie it.
Is it another
Are
turn?
you gonna tie it?
He's got a shirt,
This
he's
is
got a
3X,
necklace.
right?
No, we said it's a 3X, right? Yeah, but what's it say on it? Because we're not champions. What does it say on it? I'm sure.
Avery's got some,
Okay.
I can't.
Sorry, I timed
Melissa, do you have to help him under that?
Whoa, man, with the muscles.
What's it say?
say?
Gotta get a photo to come up.
Participate.
Dude, I bet all the kids are gonna be wearing that
You know, I am in
So
school.
Blaine?
now. Chocolate donuts.
This is really big.
That was for Pat. And then there's
Craig.
just Craig, right?
Right, yeah.
You wanna?
Any more questions? Thank you. Oh, man, all right.
My wife was in charge of my team.
No, Aubrey's first birthday party is May 7th, so stay
May 7th. She's pregnant.
No, he's not.
Sorry. No, it's the oatmeal stout.
Aubrey's pregnant?
What's the matter?
All right, I guess that will conclude our.
That's all we get?
There's another bag under here.
That's all,
I
Ken?
just want to pass the honor that was bestowed upon me last year as the league medal champion onto my son, who is now the league medal champion. I didn't update the numbers, but there's significantly more.
Hey, you want the crown too?
You gotta wear that next week too, Eric.
There you go.
Very nice.
Kevin, take an awful lot of
Coming to America.
I'm glad no one got their outfits until this weekend. I know.
All right, that will conclude today's press conference unless there's any other questions, comments, concerns.
Get your boxes and then one more
Yeah.
each.
After this, they're gonna buy whatever boxes they want.